Good morning and welcome to Today in LA. I'm Mike Amos. He's Forrest Lee as we start we started Thursday on our show today. And of course, the 20th day of the month. It's flown by, hasn't it?
It's flying.
Today is October the 20th. And, we'll be chasing goblins soon, won't we?
I've got a little hay bale set up. I bought 3 bales of hay from a kid at our school, Carter Goolsby, lives near Goshen, near Tanya's Grocery, and I bought some pumpkins. You can get pumpkins at Walmart. Yeah. No, not Walmart, but Piggly Wiggly for like $5 a pumpkin.
And you like what's inside the pumpkin, don't you? You like pumpkin pie, don't you?
I've never. That's okay. It's not. I have made pumpkin biscuits. I have done that before. I saw that recipe.
Yeah.
And that was pretty good, or sweet potato biscuits, one of the two.
Of course, it is cold outside. In fact, what temperature we got this morning?
I have no idea.
Just ask you. Let me. What? 31 degrees, so it is freezing out there today. So you folks that are trying, and I was the same way. I put my long handles on. I reckon that's the reason I was late this morning. As far as you don't wear long underwear, do you?
Not unless it's super duper cold, because the story about polar bear. I've been in 3 polar bear plunges here in Troy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I tell the story that I was born in Albany, Georgia, in September of '59, and shortly afterwards, Daddy was relocated to Air Force Base outside of Fairbanks.
Oh boy!
And Mother couldn't lactate. So I was supplemented polar bear milk. So I'm tolerant to cold weather.
Really? Are you serious?
My older brother Kenny, he had to milk the polar bear. He was in a cage.
Are you serious?
Kenny's nickname was Scarface.
Oh boy!
That's a joke.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, this polar bear milk.
I was telling though, one day Bob Ferrier, he's from.
I know Bob. Yeah, played it all.
And we went to a football game in LaGrange, Georgia, to see.
Your buddy play.
Yeah, Paul was coaching, and he had it was cold. He had long handles, and I wasn't dressed that big. He said, "Forrest, are you not Tony?" And I told him that story Bob was going. He said, "Forrest, who milked the polar bear?" I looked at him. I said, "Bob. Come on now." But he had a hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, he did. He really did.
But I wanted to mention this, Mike. Today, Pike Liberal Arts will be competing at the South Regional Volleyball Championships in Montgomery at the Sportsplex near Crampton Bowl. The other one will be taking place, the North Championships will be taking place in Huntsville. But Pike Liberal Arts will take on Sampson of Geneva County. That will be at 11:30. And the winner of that match will play Washington County or Greene County. And if you win 2 games today, you will play tomorrow in the seeding tournament.
Oh, boy.
So if you win 2 today, you're into the state tournament, which will take place next week in Birmingham. And that will be at the... They're going to be played at the Birmingham Crossplex and at the Harris Arena, October 25th and 27th. But if you get a chance, and there are other area teams playing today. We have G.W. Long is playing at
G.W. Long is always good, too.
We already mentioned Sampson versus Pike Liberal Arts. We have Highland Home versus Wicksburg. They play at 11:30. Ayrton plays Isabella at 12:45, and that's some information about that. Yesterday, Brantley advanced.
Oh yeah, old title town.
Brantley advanced, and also Eufaula was eliminated yesterday in 5A.
They were.
Eufaula in volleyball.
Oh yeah.
Faith Academy beat them. There's your
that's right. They won many state championships, haven't they?
I don't know about Faith, but Jemison defeated Charles Simpson 3 games to none, so Charles Simpson ends their season. That was some of the results from yesterday. Enterprise I've got their information that I'll share with you later. They play, I believe it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Enterprise will play tomorrow.
Of course, they've got a very good team too. And of course, my little buddy that her mama runs the place where I eat sisters quite a bit, and I looked in the paper the other day, and I said, "Is that her?" And believe it or not, she's already playing varsity volleyball.
Yeah, Emily Bryant.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go with
and she's really good.
She's good. She's a senior. Emily's a senior.
She's a senior.
Emily Bryant. You got Bella Malden. She's a senior. Mary Grace Brooks is a senior.
Yeah, call those guys out. That's great.
Addie Renfro is an 11th grader. Emma Baker is an 11th grader. Riley Copeland is an 11th grader. Our 10th graders for Pike Level Arts are Anna Kate Friday. Also, Alyssa Barron. Dr. Barron's one of his twins. Amaya Vargas, her dad's one of the tennis coaches at Troy University.
That's out there.
Madison Shannon, she's a 10th grader, but we got 2 9th graders, Kara Rushing and Amy Ramage.
That Russian's got to be from up South Pike County, isn't it?
I don't know where her dad's Corey. I can't think of her mother's name, but she's got an older sister at Troy University. But that's 12 players. They're 13-3. They're coached by Laura Lee Jones. And Laura Lee Jones used to coach at Lakeside Academy. But that's the roster.
I tell you, I'm proud of those girls. And they won some big tournaments, didn't they?
They weren't able to play in tournaments, and here's why. When they got clearance to start scheduling, everybody was booked. So they had to play the area teams, which is Goshen, Highland Home, Louis Vernon, Zion Chapel. So that's 8 games there. Well, they were played in a few more, but they only were able to play in like 16 matches.
Now, is Goshen still in it?
Goshen was eliminated in the area tournament. Okay. So Highland Home's going from this area of 2A, and so is Pike Level Arts.
So those are the 2 remaining teams then, is that right?
Right. Now, Brantley, even though they played yesterday, they will play again today at 2 o'clock. University Charter out of Livingston will play Brantley. Pleasant Home plays Kinston today at 2 o'clock for seeding. They're all going to the state tournament, but you're playing against who's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 to who you're going to match up in the north. In 4A, Satsuma, Montgomery Catholic, Trinity, and Orange Beach will play at 12:45 and 5 o'clock today. And in 5A, Montgomery Academy, Providence Christian, Faith Academy, and Gulf Shores play at 12:45. And I already mentioned, I do not have Enterprise in front of me right now, but I'll get that. They play tomorrow. Enterprise will play. You win your first game, you'll play your second game. So it's important that Pike Level Arts.
And I tell you, volleyball is getting to be a big sport, and a lot of fun to watch. I've always enjoyed it.
Now, the rec department is about to start their volleyball for youth.
Oh yeah, that's great.
The Troy Rec Department. So sign your girls up.
That's right. That's right.
Great sport.
And you're exactly right. Of course, we got a lot of high school teams to talk to you about today, and a lot of colleges, and we'll be picking those games in a few minutes. How did we do last week?
Here's what we got, Mike. No, let's go back to Enterprise plays this morning.
You found it, didn't you? Okay, all right, good.
Okay, last week, Mike Jr. and I tied. But we both, the tiebreaker. The tiebreaker, there was a total of 61 points that Mike had picked that they would score, and I had 43. We both picked Bama for winning. But we both missed 10. You missed 11. And Steve Camp minus 12.
Steve Camp, he's got the ballots and everything.
He's got his sheet, and there's yours. So
sorry, I'm drinking coffee like it's water this morning. I'm trying to wake up.
No.
It's not that I didn't wake up. It was deciding whether or not I want to go to that football game tonight in Mobile. And of course, Troy The university goes head to head with their arch rival, South Alabama, in Mobile tonight. 6 o'clock kickoff on channel 135, I believe. 135 is the channel you can watch that football game.
What time's kickoff? 6 or 7?
6 o'clock, I think. It might be 7. I don't know that for sure. But I called and got my tickets on Will Call, and I reckon I'm going to go. Because one thing I didn't want to do was be cold, man. It's cold. And I love your beard, buddy. Hey, it didn't take but a week to grow it, did it?
It's a little over a week, yeah. I reckon I could get me a gig this December.
Well, I think you could. I really believe you could. Mine sort of knocked back a little bit, but it is cold and a little bit windy out there, and 31 is the low today, and so it's freezing. 32 is freezing, isn't it?
That's what they say. I didn't have frost at my house, so that was good.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know it. I didn't notice it as much because I was in sort of a hurry.
I made homemade soup yesterday.
Oh boy, what did you make?
I scrambled up some hamburger meat and drained out the fat.
That's right.
But I got you get about that big a can of diced tomatoes. I got some tomato paste.
Yeah.
And I got some thick tomato soup. It's not soup, it's something else. But I got 3 cans of tomatoes, put it in there. I bought those purple small potatoes.
Yeah.
Rinsed them off, put those in there. Cut up some carrots, put those in there. Put 1 package of Lipton's onion mix in there.
Yeah.
I had some shredded onion, sweet onion I put in there.
Yeah.
And then I put my hamburger meat in there, some mixed vegetables, a bag of mixed vegetables, and made sure my water was at the right temperature. And then it cooked. It was ready at lunch.
Yeah.
And then I cooked.
But you had to cook it pretty good ways with the carrots and all that.
It was rocking and rolling in about 30 minutes.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It was tender at lunch.
Now you could have got that veggie all and.
Well, I put mixed vegetables in it, but I also added real carrots and real potatoes. Yeah. And then for cornbread now.
Yeah.
I got me some jalapeno out of the garden, some bell pepper, a little bit of cream, corn, a little bit of sour cream, and of course the other stuff that goes with your cornbread. Mixed it up, and I had 4 skillets, small skillets like this.
Okay.
4 small skillets like that. Of course, I got it good and hot, and I poured it in there. It cooks for about 18, 20 minutes.
Oh boy!
And that's what.
Was it good?
It was pretty good.
I made some chili, and listen to this, and I think it's good chili. Now, I didn't add any of the real ingredients other than salt and pepper, but I got McCormick's, what is it? What do you call it?
Chili sauce?
What?
Chili sauce?
No, McCormick's powder, chili powder. And first of all, I did the hamburger meat like you did. I did the hamburger. Good morning, you're on Today in L.A.
Morning.
Well, I'm talking about how easy this chili was. I got, first of all, I browned the hamburger meat, and I drained it, and then I put the chili powders in there, the McCormick's chili powders, and added some tomatoes, a can of dice, and then I added two cans of tomatoes. Then I got some beans, three cans of beans, and you know what? I heated it, and I brought it to a boil, and in a few minutes I was eating. I mean the chili, but the McCormick's chili powders made it happen. 2 cans of tomatoes, 3 cans of beans, and and the hamburger meat, of course. And I'm eating chili as good as chili you'll eat anywhere, but I didn't add peppers, didn't add onions or anything like that. Didn't need to. It was delicious.
Right.
But so easy, thanks to the McCormick's chili sauce on top of the hamburger meat.
Baseball, Major League Baseball, in the American League Houston took game one 4-2.
Boy,
over
they're
the
tough on it, yeah.
New York Yankees. They defeated the Yankees 4-2. And then the National League, the San Diego Padres even the series with a 8-5 win over Philadelphia. They'll play best of 7.
Yeah. We need Mike on the Zoom this morning, Steve.
I'm fooling around trying to get a bar.
Okay. He did the work. Happy birthday. Let's do this. Help me out. All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Millie. Happy birthday to you and many more. How about it, Millie? How you doing this morning? You're 5 years old this morning.
It's getting big.
Can she talk?
I'll have to get her on.
That's all right. Did she hear us sing?
Yeah, she heard it.
That's my granddaughter Millie, who's 5 years old today, and happy birthday.
Hey, we'll get those out later.
She's, yeah.
I'll put them up.
Yeah, I've always wondered. Yeah, are you feeding her breakfast right now, Mike?
Yeah, well, she's already had a taco donut.
Oh, did
Yeah, her mom's real mad at me because I gave Mary Prater a gift too. I gave Mary Prater a harmonica.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
The harmonica all day.
Oh, gosh. Oh, boy, you'll be playing that harmonica too. I can understand it. She'll be playing it all morning and all night, probably.
Yeah.
You know, some sad
Well, I
news.
tell you what, that was a crazy football game last night. Georgia State gets up 14-0. Looks like they're about to just dominate App State. And App State comes back and wins 42-17.
Yeah, I saw a lot of it. You know, they didn't seem like, when they got behind, they didn't seem like they were worried about anything, did they?
I'll tell you what, it was 35 degrees at kickoff. That was a cold game.
Hey, that's one thing about if I go to that game tonight is I just can't stand it being cold anymore. Yeah.
There was some sad news out of Starkville. One of their players, Sam Westmoreland, passed away. He was 18 years old.
Oh boy, what happened?
He would have turned 19 this Friday. There's no report yet, but Sam Westmoreland.
Was he a football player?
He played for Mississippi State. He was on their team.
Yeah.
Tupelo, Mississippi.
He was a backup lineman. Hadn't played in the game, but
was the offensive or defensive lineman?
I think offense. They found him dead outside of a church, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Sounds strange.
Yeah. Anyway.
He had gone to prayer meeting, you reckon?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. They didn't really release any details.
Yeah, that happened. They're still investigating.
Yeah, Alabama's also got a wide receiver. Their star wide receiver, Jermaine Burton, is possibly going to be suspended due to an altercation after the game against Tennessee. A celebration going on. Apparently, a video has come out where he has allegedly punched or hit a Tennessee female student running onto the field.
Oh boy.
Which is horrible. If you're going to hit somebody,
hit a man, yeah.
No, not hit a fan, not hit anybody.
Yeah.
Hit one of your teammates for playing so bad.
Hey, if it's a female, clean it.
Running out on the field
Yeah.
to celebrate.
If it's a female, clean it, lock her out.
You're right. Clean it out for good.
But who knows? We don't know what happened.
It's really sad that stuff like this happens. And I know these players don't expect people to run on the field, but man, you can't attack an innocent fan.
Oh, you're right.
Well,
I mean, I know they're not innocent. I mean, I know you're not supposed to run on the field, but when they're celebrating, you're just trying to.
When you got 100,000 people on the field, I think it's a little bit more accepted.
Well,
I know, but when the celebration's going on, you gotta find a way to just get off the field.
Yeah, you're right.
You're an Alabama player.
what was it, a week ago? An Oakland Raider receiver shoved a camera person.
Yeah, I saw
shoved
that.
him during the locker room.
That was a lawsuit. Yeah.
That was a star player. He used to play with the Packers, didn't he? I can't think of his last name right now.
Yeah, Adam, the great wide receiver. Yeah, that's the thing with social media today and all these cameras and stuff like that. Everything's on video. Everything's going to be seen. So
Mike, we got to put you on hold a second and bring Will in.
Hang on. Good morning. Welcome to Today in L.A.
Good
morning, fellas. It's Will Matthews. How y'all doing?
Will Matthews, won't you please come home?
Well, I kept on thinking that you're going to get that one other point last night, but it was 59 to 60.
Yeah. But at least I had App State. I mean, they were down 14-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I felt that. It was amazing how they just turned it on and just blew out Georgia State.
Let me tell you something about their quarterback. He's the star of the team. He is first cousins with the people that live right across the street from me on Crow Hill, and they had him when they had him all over last year when they played, but the first cousin lived right across the street from us, and let me tell you something. That kid is named after Chase Riddle.
Chase White.
Yeah, Chase. Yeah, and he's named after Chase Riddle. His dad, his granddad. I believe. Is it his granddad or grandfather?
His dad played at Troy, Billy Brown.
Yeah, that's right. He played for Chase Riddle, played baseball, and he thought enough of Chase Riddle to name his first son Chase, and Chase Bryce is the star quarterback for Appalachian State.
Yeah, I could write a book about that kid. He started at Clemson, didn't see the field because of Trevor Lawrence. So he decided to transfer because he couldn't get on the field even though he won the national championship at Clemson. And then he transferred to Duke. He played for David Cutcliffe, didn't have great success there. Now it's done really well at App State.
Yeah, it sure has. And one of the
I'm about 95% sure I'm going to be in Mobile tonight at 6:30.
Are you really good?
Yep.
Well, I have a little mixed feelings about going because of it being so cold, but maybe I can find something to keep me warm.
They're saying there's no tickets to be had. They're saying it's going to be a hard sellout.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Michael, I've never found a game I couldn't get in.
yeah.
I know if you pay, you can get in.
I'm supposed to.
Put the green out, you get in.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting my ticket through Will Call, so I should be have it. I hope so.
Oh boy, you sure did change your mind in a heartbeat. You said yesterday you weren't going.
Well, the pageantry of the thing, all of the yeah, that's right, and the emotion that goes into this game, it's hard to not want to go.
I had 3 rooms of the Boulder Lodge in Biloxi, but I got a birthday. I got a little 5-year-old turning birthday today. I got to celebrate.
That's probably where you're spending the night, isn't it, Will?
No, I'm going to Gulfport.
I know, but what I'm saying, Gulfport.
My daughter lives in Mobile, and I was thinking about going to the ball game on the way down there, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, good.
Has Troy won, 4 in a row?
Yeah, won 4 in a row, yeah. We lost the unbelievable heartbreaker to Appalachian State when they threw a Hail Mary pass on the very last play of the game, and the guy knocks it up. We knock it up, thinking it knocked down, and knocked it right in
Well, they claim that was a planned play that they run in practice every day, where basically he throws it short, the guy jumps up with the high explosive lead, knocks it to the guy sitting there waiting to catch it, and then they have a guy blocking on the left. Right.
Oh, really?
Right.
It looked pretty good. Yeah,
I swear to God, in the press conference, the App State coach, the players all said that that's a play they practice every day.
Well,
believe it or not, it's hard to believe.
Well, it sure worked, didn't it? Okay, Will, tell us how you did last week, Will.
I did terrible last week, but I'm gonna do better this week.
All right, who do you like?
I love Ole Miss against LSU to get 2 points.
You writing this down now, Mike?
I sent him to Michael this
All right,
morning.
okay.
I sent on his phone. Yeah. Missouri -14 against Vandy. They may beat them by 50. Vandy's horrible.
Not even competitive, are they?
Nope. They have quit.
All right, the first one now that you called was what? Ole Miss +2. All right.
I like Alabama -21 against Mississippi State.
Like Alabama -21. I tell you, I think I'd take Mississippi State here, but this is your pick.
Makes you wonder how bad did Mississippi State look against Kentucky? They must have looked really bad in that game. I didn't get to watch it.
They did. And you know, I think Alabama's going to throttle them.
Well, let me tell you this.
Alabama's got to win with style points the rest of the year.
Yeah.
The next one I love, Texas A&M -3 against South Carolina.
Oh, where's that game?
At South Carolina.
Boy, I would too. -3 against South Carolina.
That's a big game for Jimbo.
Yeah. Y'all aren't going to like this, but I like South Alabama -3 against Troy.
All right.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
You know, South Alabama, the only game they lost is UCLA, and UCLA is good.
Well, they lost to UCLA on the last play of the game. On the last play of the game, they lost to you. They kicked the field goal.
That game was on the Pac-12 network.
They did something stupid. I mean, to lose it.
Yeah, they kicked the field goal.
Yeah.
They kicked the field goal. Yeah. They would have kicked the field goal going up by 5.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
They won.
The next one, I love UCLA against Oregon. They're getting 6 points.
You're going against Bo Nix.
Bo Nix, I know.
All right.
You don't like that. Dad doesn't like that. He's a huge Bo Nix guy.
What was that pick again?
UCLA +6.
Oh yeah.
Oregon.
Oh God.
Chip Kelly's going back to Oregon.
+6. All right.
The thing is with that game is UCLA has played the majority of their games at home. They have not had a road test, so that is kind of a shaky game probably for fans to pick.
Yeah, I think they've got a good team, Michael.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Next one is UAB +3 to Western Kentucky.
Yeah, you know, I like that game a lot, too. I've been thinking about that one a lot this week because Western Kentucky, Troy went to Western Kentucky and won, totaled to 27 points. UAB's program and Troy's program is, I would say, equal.
And is Coach Clark already retired?
Yeah. They're coached by Brian Vincent, used to be the offense coordinator at Charles Anderson Hospital. He's actually really good friends with Dad.
Yeah.
Him and Dad go way back. He's the interim coach, but UAB getting points at Western Kentucky. I like UAB in that game too.
Yeah, Michael, what's the problem with Coach Clark? He's a fairly young fella. Why is he retired?
He had a heart, some kind of
back issues. Horrible back issues.
Yeah.
That he had to have surgery. Kind of like Tyler Woods kind of back issues.
All right, UAB, it gets how many points? 3, okay. All right.
Indiana playing Rutgers Saturday. I like the under 48.
The under 48.
They're both horrible, and I think the under will be played. I don't think
Rutgers.
one of them will score.
Under 48.
Another one I like is Purdue and Wisconsin. I like the under 52 in that one.
Oh, man. Purdue can score, though.
All right, so you got Purdue under.
Yeah, Wisconsin game. Everybody thinks TCU is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
I think they're going to lose Saturday. They play Kansas State, and Kansas State's getting 4.
Oh, yeah.
I like Kansas State.
Kansas State over who now?
TCU.
All right, okay, I got you. Yeah, I like that too.
Kansas State's only loss is to Tulane.
Where are they playing? Where are they playing that game?
Fort Worth.
All right. So at TCU.
All right. I like Wyoming -4.5 to Utah State.
Well, man, you're going all over the place.
Utah State is on their 4th quarterback now.
One of them has ties to Troy, I believe, don't they, Mike?
They're
Well,
down to 4 now.
the guy played at Arkansas State.
Yeah, okay, Wyoming.
You know, they're saying right now the leading candidate for the Auburn athletic director job, I read 2 articles this week, is John Hartwell.
Oh,
They've
boy.
already offered him a job, Michael.
Oh, well, it's his,
Well,
I bet.
He's a guy you either love or hate. He'll definitely change some things at Auburn's athletic department.
Yeah.
Wasn't he at Troy at one time?
Yeah, he's athletic director, Troy.
He's the guy that came out with the power T and he fired Larry, he fired a bunch of coaches.
He didn't fire Larry, I don't believe it.
Well, I mean, basically, told him he needed to resign.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he did that either. I would think Larry.
Yeah, he did. He basically came in, and the next thing you know, Larry resigned the next year.
Uh-huh.
Who
Yeah,
replaced Larry Blakey?
Neil Brown.
Well, he made a good choice.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. He had some good coaches.
yeah,
He made a good choice.
yeah.
I tell you what, you may laugh, but I think Coach Prime would be great for Auburn.
Coach who?
Deion Sanders. Right.
Oh, boy,
You say, but I'm going to tell you something, Mike. How do you win in college football?
Recruiting.
Recruiting.
I tell you what, my cousin Chris Amos is a big fan of him. He sends me all these motivational videos Deion Sanders does. You ought to hear the way he talks to his players.
He's got to, I'll tell you what, and he'd bring his son with him.
You could turn Auburn around in about a year. Next year.
He could
The
turn
next
Auburn
year.
around. Yeah, definitely.
The next year.
Recruiting.
Yeah.
I can't believe that somewhere like Atlanta, like Georgia Tech or something like that, wouldn't be trying to get him.
He's
They're
on
looking
their
at
list. He's on the
Georgia
list.
Tech's looking at it. I don't know what.
You got to have the grades to go to Georgia Tech, don't you?
Yeah, Georgia Tech's like Vandy. It's hard to get in.
Yeah.
That's why Vandy will never be good in football.
Deion has his degree, doesn't he? You know, most of them have
Commercial music.
a.
They let us take 2 classes at Peabody across the street.
At Peabody, yeah.
You get Vanderbilt credit, and I took commercial music geology over there. And geology, they called it rocks for jocks, because all the football players do.
Oh, yeah. All right, you got any more? Your last one was Wyoming. All right, okay.
Syracuse is undefeated. Clemson is undefeated.
Oh, Clemson's going to beat them.
Syracuse getting 14 points.
Whoa, man.
I'm taking 14, baby.
Yeah, you can't go wrong there.
But
I'm taking 14 in Syracuse against Clemson.
so you
I
got
think Clemson
Syracuse.
will win maybe by 10 or 7, but I think it's going to be a good ball game.
All right.
Here's your recap. You got Ole Miss +2, Missouri -14, Alabama -21, A&M -3, South Alabama -3, UCLA +6, UAB +3, Indiana under the 48, Purdue under the 52, Kansas State +4, Wyoming -4.5, and Syracuse +14. That's the Will Matthews Law Firm.
Picks of the week.
Here's your answer.
5 underdogs, 5 favorites, and then 2 unders.
Here's your answer about Deion Sanders. He played at Florida State, but he received his college degree from Talladega College in Alabama.
You see?
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
Hey, I guarantee you, he bought that degree.
It was a fast track program designed for busy adults.
The reason
Talladega College.
I say that most everybody in the NCAA you have to have graduated from a college. Is that right? That's right, isn't it?
In 2020.
Yeah.
Wow, that all came together quickly, though. 'Cause that's about the time he got the Jackson State job.
What it's going to be up to the yellow man pretty much. I don't know. I would think that maybe now they'll let their coach stay with the team till the end of the year and then make a decision. Then I hope.
Mike, he's going to be gone next week.
Really, you think so?
Why would he not have been gone this week or during the off week?
They're not
I,
playing.
I think they need to go ahead and hire the AD. At least go ahead and hire him.
They're gonna hire him first, and then his first order of business will be to get rid of Hart.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the hatchet man.
Yeah.
And then they'll have several months here to hire a new coach.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
You can't wait several months though. Well, you got recruiting December now. That's the big deal. You got to go ahead and
Oh
get
yeah,
coaching.
well, they'll give you a month to hire somebody.
and I tell you what, Hart will.
Wouldn't they have to wait till the end of the year if they're gonna hire somebody that's already somewhere else?
Well, it depends on if that coach is going to coach his bowl game. Usually, you be able to hire somebody by you be able to hire somebody by SEC championship weekend.
That guy at Cincinnati's a good coach. Nobody ever talks about him.
Yeah, I throw all my money at Lane Kiffin. Then I'd go to Shane Beamer. Then I'd go to Clawson at Wake Forest. And then if nobody wanted the job, I'd just basically, hire Bill Clark, because I think Bill Clark's got the relationships in Alabama, and it's proven winner everywhere he's been.
I wouldn't think a bank deal would affect being a head coach.
No, he can come back and coach again. He just said he wanted to get healthy.
Yeah.
Which never made sense, I mean, if that's the case, they ought to just had let him sit out a year and come back and coach when he was healthy.
Yeah.
Because his whole staff's still at UAB.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, all right, let's take a break this morning. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll let you know who's going to win in college football this weekend, and also some big high school games to talk about. We'll have a lot of fun right here on Today in L.A. We'll be back.
Our wide selection of pre-owned vehicles looks so good, you'll think they're new.
So take the short drive to Bill Jackson Ford in Troy, where you too can experience the Jackson satisfaction.
Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone so you can see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you are out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
These teenage years can be tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to teaching my son about managing money. I'm thankful for helpful tools like Sidekick from Max. With Sidekick, requesting and rewarding money is easy. He can earn it by completing chores, making honor roll, or simply making a request from his own app. I love that I can easily monitor his purchases and set limits to help him learn to make smart choices with his spending, even on video games. Sidekick. Find it in your Max app.
In the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle? We've got what you're looking for.
So come see us at Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC in Troy, and you too can experience the Jackson satisfaction.
Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Oh, Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Rock Top, Tennessee. Rock Top, Tennessee.
Are y'all still off there?
No.
My right ear's.
but you know what? I tell you what, I love that song, but not after a Tennessee touchdown. I'll tell you that.
Yesterday, I went to my endocrinologist. I go see him every 3 months. He is a huge Georgia Bulldog fan. He went to Georgia Medical School. I mean, he's got all over his office. He's got pictures of Uga and Vince Dooley and Herschel Walker and all this stuff all over his office. So anyway, I was And I asked him, I said, "You going to the Tennessee game November 5th?" He said, "Am I going?" He said, "I'm taking off Thursday and Friday for he goes to game." And he said, "You're not going to believe this. Tickets for that game are going for $2,000 to $3,000 a piece."
Well, this is the.
Tennessee people are trying to buy tickets.
Oh boy.
I picked Georgia.
Yeah, and they're trying to buy the tickets on StubHub.
I picked Georgia.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a humdinger.
He said this is the highest rated game in Georgia since 1942. Number 1 against number 3.
Are there any still residue or implications about the Tennessee trouble with the coach they had? Is that cleared up yet? Is that still in the pot stewing?
No, that's over with. When they fired him, they cleansed themselves of him.
Yeah, I know, but what about any implications of the
No,
program?
they have none.
Okay.
No, they're clear.
Mike, what kind of hat is that you've got on today?
It's Dune Laker vodka. It's the spirit of the panhandle. My vodka I felt.
Spirit of the panhandle. Oh boy. All right.
It's by 98 Distillery. Harrison, the owner, lives in Drayton. He's one of my neighbors on the street. He's from Houston, Texas. He's a big Astros fan. We were talking about it yesterday.
Yeah.
There's a high probability that there will be more drunk people in the United States Saturday afternoon in Baton Rouge than anywhere in the country.
Yeah, between with Ole Miss and LSU. What time? But you know the bad thing about it, they play the game at 2:30. I don't believe the stadium is quite as effective unless they're playing at night, though. Don't you agree?
Yeah, that's true.
They play that.
All right, let's get.
I've been down there, Mike. I've been down there probably 6 times in my lifetime. I've never seen Alabama lose that way. I'm 6-0.
Well,
Time don't lose about Rouge.
and
It's not.
yeah, and you know Troy fans are hoping we can go to the New Orleans Bowl. At least I am, and we have to win some big games to do it, but it could happen. Okay, let's.
Hey, what? New Orleans is not the place it used to be. You go down there, you can get mugged and killed walking the streets.
Well, hey, listen. Let's don't say that. Somebody from the Chamber of Commerce is liable to call us. I don't want that. He's just talking. This guy's just talking. He's just talking, ladies and gentlemen.
Last time I was there, I did not feel safe.
All right. Well, any big city that you walk out off the beaten path, you could get in trouble. You know, you better when you're down in New Orleans or anywhere, you need to be with a crowd. All right, let's get started. Elba and Pleasant Home. There's not much of a question there, Parley.
I got Elba.
Okay, they've got the great running back, Mike, and he's just breaking records. He could very easily, Parley, break the Alabama State rushing record. He's approaching it. He's averaging over 200 yards a game.
That's an easy one.
All right, Brantley and Red Level. Red Level's better than they used to be, but they won't beat Titletown. I'll take Brantley.
I'll take Brantley.
The Goshen Eagles travel to Horseshoe Bend. You better watch out for Horseshoe Bend. I don't hear you much, Will Matthews. Who do you like?
He's already gone.
All right, okay. I'll take Goshen on the road. What do you think?
Ooh, I'm going to take Goshen.
Where's Steve this morning? Steve?
Is Goshen out of playoff position?
I think they are.
Okay.
Okay, Lafayette against Luverne at Luverne. Who do you like, Bartley?
You got Elba, Brantley, Goshen, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Luverne on that one.
I'm gonna pick Luverne too. And now Luverne is a little bit concerned about one thing. They hold a record for going to the playoffs most consecutive times. At least that's what I've heard.
I
And
think they made the playoffs, haven't they, before?
I'd like to know that.
I'm fixing to find out.
I think when they beat Goshen, they made the playoffs.
I think
How many years? 40 years running. They've been to the state playoffs. 40 years running. That's quite an accomplishment.
Will Matthews had to sign off. He had a client come in.
Okay. he's quite a character, according to the excellent lawyer.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's real excited about that Wyoming situation.
Yeah, but I tell you what, he's got a great law firm there in Ozark.
yeah, Luverne will make the playoffs.
They will make the playoffs.
It
Congratulations.
looks like they're 4-2. I feel like they'll make it.
Yeah. Are they?
Who was Luverne's coach? I feel like I still don't know who their coach is. I don't know the coach at Luverne or the coach at Elba.
They're new. Yeah, they're new. Mike, my buddy from Luverne that calls in sometimes. I would love to hear from him.
Jason Rowell, Rowell, is the coach at Luverne High School. Jason Rowell.
Okay, all right. Everybody got Luverne? Is that right?
Yeah.
Now the big one, Reeltown. The Reeltown Rebels travel to Highland Home to play the Flying Squadron.
I'll take Highland home.
It's going to be a good one. I'm going to take Highland Home.
I'll take Highland
Forrest
home.
Lee, he
I'll
takes
take
Highland Home. Forrest Lee goes way back, ladies and gentlemen, with Highland Home. Your best friend was their head coach. Well, you had 2 or 3 friends to be head coaches at Highland Home.
Claude Giddens was there at one stint for about 5 years and started beating Luverne and Brantley, and then he left and came back for 1 year. Bob Ferry was head coach at one time.
Bob, former Auburn player, and of course he coached there. And they play at what's the name? He played at Troy. The big guy did. The stadium there is named after him.
Clay Jordan.
Yeah, Clay Jordan. He coached at Robert E. Lee High School for several years under the legendary coach.
Yeah, it's a school right on the Montgomery County line. So I don't know if they're able to get those kids or not. Maybe they get a few of them.
I was looking for a restaurant to eat at, though, if I go to the game. Do you know of one, Mike?
What is it don't matter.
Mike, I told you, and the folks who are out there listening, we're looking for a good restaurant to eat at.
I mean, it don't matter cafe, but I've said it so many times over the last few years, and they've never become a sponsor.
The next one we got Abbeville at Zion Chapel.
Yeah, Abbeville, gosh.
Abbeville at Zion Chapel.
Well, I'm gonna have to go with Abbeville. I hate it, but Zion Chapel's got a shot here.
Or so you got. I'm gonna go with whoever you take here.
I'm gonna take Abbeville.
I'll go Abbeville.
All right, if you can pronounce it right, Forrest, who's the next game?
Ayrton at Sampson.
Is it Arrington or Arrington?
Ayrton.
All right, I'll take Arrington.
I got Ayrton.
They've just lost one game, is that right?
Lost to 1 point Highland Home.
Oh man, isn't that something? And coached by Stephen Kilcrease, and he's after his 100th. He got it last week.
I think he's already got it.
Yeah, got it last week. Wicksburg has to go. The blue and the gold has to go to G.W. Long.
Yeah. Did you hit Ayrton, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Wicksburg at G.W. Long. I think that's going to be a close game. G.W. Long.
I'll take G.W. Long.
I'll take G.W. Long.
Okay, you talked me into it.
And the biggest game of the year, maybe the biggest game to hit Andalusia since they won 58 straight regular season games one time. They under Donnie Sharp. This is going to be a great one. Montgomery Catholic is playing at the beautifully beautiful stadium in Andalusia Municipal Stadium. Going to be a good one. Who do y'all like?
Whew. I'm going to take Montgomery.
I think Catholic.
I'm going to pick Catholic.
All right. Hey, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take Andalusia and win. You watch. Andalusia. I'll take the Bulldogs. They're undefeated, untied, so is Catholic.
Next one is Carroll Ozark at Valley.
A much improved Carroll High School, and they made the playoffs. I tell you what, they're playing good at the right time. I'm going to take Carroll to beat Valley on the road.
That's who I'm going to take, Carroll.
All right.
Looking for Valley's record.
Well, they used to be really good. Back when they had a running back. Now, hear this. All you folks that know something about Valley Fair, they were formerly Valley High School of Fairfax, and they had a great player that went to Alabama. His name was Larry Dink Wall. And Dink Wall was a great high school player there, and he got hurt in his career at Alabama. But he was one of the all-time greats from that area.
Yeah, Valley's 3-5, 1-4.
And number 11 is Pike County at Daleville. I'll take the Bulldogs.
I'll tell you what, in any classification, and Pike County is a 3A, I'll tell you this, they're gonna have a hard time keeping Pike County High School from winning a state championship. This is a very good and improved Pike County High School team.
Well, I don't think you can say that until they play Houston Academy at the end of the season. Then you'll know where Pike County really is.
Well,
Academy's undefeated.
Yeah, I tell you what, the games Pike County lost were by a point. I think 1 point up, and but they've just gotten so much better. They dressed 50 players. Coach Hurd already has done wonderful things with Pike County High School.
You got
Pine Little Arts ball?
yes.
Charles Henderson at Selma. Boy, this is going to be a good one. Selma's won, what, 7 straight?
They got a good team.
They sure do. What do you think,
Yeah,
Mike?
it's all about the refs. It seems like it's all Henderson.
I know it is.
The refs are going to call the game.
Yeah.
I would imagine a crew over there would not be great, but I'll give Charles Henderson the victory, but I think it'll be a real close game.
I think it's going to be very close.
I do too. And
I'll pick the Trojans.
We're going to take the Trojans and Coach.
Coach Hambright mentioned on the show this could be a second-round matchup.
Yeah, that's right.
Played again very soon.
No question about it. And so that's your high school games of the week. We're going to take a short break. We're going to be right back with the college forecast. And I say pay attention. I feel very good about my picks this week. We'll be back.
Our wide selection of pre-owned vehicles looks so good, you'll think they're new.
So take the short drive to Bill Jackson Ford in Troy, where you too can experience the Jackson satisfaction.
Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone so you can see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you are out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
These teenage years can be tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to teaching my son about managing money. I'm thankful for helpful tools like Sidekick from Max. With Sidekick, requesting and rewarding money is easy. He can earn it by completing chores, making honor roll, or simply making a request from his own app. I love that I can easily monitor his purchases and set limits to help him learn to make smart choices with his spending, even on video games. Sidekick. Find it in your Max app.
In the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle? We've got what you're looking for.
So come see us at Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC in Troy, and you too can experience the Jackson satisfaction.
Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Back to our show, brought to you by Town and Country, and of course they've got great flooring, but and they do a just outstanding job. But they're also in the grill business.
Mm-hmm.
Those are about as good a grills as you could find in Alabama.
Yeah,
what do you
so
think?
they got several varieties, and they're right next door. They're on South Brundage Street. The Hartley family. They're in the old Troy Messenger building. They moved in about a month or two ago. They had a grand opening.
Yeah, that's
recently.
right. Boy, they said their grand opening was fun. They even had the guy that specialized in cooking on the green egg.
Really?
Let me say this: as far as quality grills in Pike County or anywhere, hey there, Millie. Good morning, Millie. Listen to this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Millie. Happy birthday to you and many more. Happy birthday, Millie.
Got on a pink bow.
Happy birthday.
He just had a healthy breakfast. I gave her a Kit Kat.
Wait a minute now. Don't be telling me that. You go pour her a bowl of cereal.
It's a birthday.
She's already had a chocolate donut.
Oh God.
Lord.
Boy, that's right.
Yeah, these poor preschool teachers don't know what they're going to do.
All right, now right now she's 5 and Mary Prater's 6. Is that right?
That's right. We went back to back.
Y'all sure did.
So number one, everybody circle Appalachian State. Everybody got that one right.
All right, that's right. Everybody
All
got
right. And the reason I got Troy listed next is number 2 because they do play tonight. Troy versus South Alabama in Mobile.
And it's supposed to be Mike, you said a sellout? Where'd you hear that?
I saw it online, on Instagram and on Facebook, saying that Troy fans need to be loud, but from what they're told, it's going to be a sellout.
And that stadium, that brand new stadium, holds about 25,000.
Isn't it J.C. Whitney or somebody's name?
Hitchcock.
Okay.
I want to say Hancock.
It's Whitney. It's Whitney.
Whitney Hancock.
Yeah, they've got a bunch of those down here at the beach too.
Yeah. Now both of y'all gonna take South Alabama?
No, I think
I'm gonna take Troy.
I'm gonna take Troy too.
I'm gonna ride.
I mean, Troy's playing their best football they've played in years. Something about Coach Summerall. You just hear him in post-game interviews, and I mean, he just can motivate like you can as a head coach, and he's winning with the same players he lost with over the last few years. I mean, Troy's won 4 in a row against South Alabama, so I feel like they'll be confident going into the game. And it all really comes down to quarterback play. Who the quarterback's going to be? It's going to be Watson or Dagey. I've got a feeling for some reason it's going to be Dagey.
Yeah, I do too.
So we'll see what happens. But I think it'll be a game that will come down to possibly a last possession. But I believe in Troy, man. I really do.
All right. Well, that's great.
All right, Virginia at Georgia Tech. That will be tonight as well.
Crazy story here at Georgia Tech. Frank Key, he's from Trussville, Alabama. I actually met him a couple times when he was the offensive line coach at Alabama. Has now won 2 in a row at Georgia Tech. Actually beat Pittsburgh and beat Duke, who are both teams with winning records. I'm leaning towards Georgia Tech tonight at home.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to take them.
I'll take the Tech.
Okay. UAB at Western Kentucky. They're going to play this game on a Friday.
That's what I have.
I like UAB. Troy went out West Kentucky. I feel like UAB's program is just as good as Troy. UAB's got a running back that averages 170 yards a game.
Wow.
I think UAB will physically keep the ball, control it, and not put West Kentucky on the field as much. So I'll take UAB.
Well, my friend, I want y'all to hear this. UAB is going to play this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB is going to win this game on a Friday. UAB All right, wait a minute. UAB. All right, I'm gonna take UAB.
I got then number 5, Syracuse.
Now I want to say one thing about Brian Vincent. He's the head coach, interim head coach of UAB. Mike, he started his career in Kentucky. He grew up in Kentucky. All right, so you got a little contact there. Then he went to Livingston and coached under Bobby. Bobby Johns, the former Alabama All-American, and then he left Livingston to come to Troy as a offensive coordinator, and then you know the rest of the story. He went to UAB, he coached at several schools down in the Mobile area. He coached at Greenville for a short period too.
He was head coach of Spanish Sports.
Yeah, and very, very popular young coach, and of course
he's 47 years old.
He's 47. I didn't realize that.
He was in Clark at South Alabama. Then he was in Clark at Jack State, Clark at UAB.
Yeah. Here's what I got. He started at West Alabama, Hart County High School in Kentucky, Charles Henderson, Spain Park, Greenville High School, Spanish Fort, South Alabama, UAB offensive coordinator, South Alabama assistant head coach, UAB, and UAB. He's 4-2.
That's right. He was at South Alabama with Joey Jones for a little while.
That's right. Yeah. That's how he got with him. Yeah, that's how he got on that. Did Clark ever coach under Joey Jones?
Yeah, Clark was Joey Jones' first defensive coordinator.
Yeah, so a lot of this, got started under Bobby Johns at Livingston. That was a long time ago, and
that's his alma mater, West Alabama.
Yeah, in fact, how many years were he?
Well, he also, I think he also had a relationship with Tony Franklin too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
From his Kentucky.
Exactly. You're right. It's all about. Let me tell you, we talk about where these guys come from, but that's how they got established. And there you go.
I got number 5, Syracuse at Clemson. I'm going to pick Clemson. They're rolling.
You know what? Syracuse hasn't played anybody like Clemson yet. Clemson will hit you in the mouth, so get ready. I'll take Clemson.
Yeah, I'll take Clemson too.
Number 6, Iowa at Ohio State.
I would take this game under. What's the over-under right now? I was averaging about 7 points a game or something like that.
I don't know what time is that game played?
I don't know, but Iowa will definitely play defense. Okay, I'll take Ohio State. Duke at Miami. Duke traveling to Miami. I think Miami should beat Duke, and I'm going to put a circle over there. All right, go ahead.
I'm going to try Miami.
Yeah, Miami's a 10-point favorite. I'll take Miami.
Number 8 is West Virginia at Texas Tech.
So,
huge game again for Neil Brown. Ohio State's a 30-point favorite against Iowa. Over-under is 49.5.
49.5. I would almost take it under.
I will take West Virginia and upset.
I'm going to take Texas Tech at home.
I'm taking Texas Tech. Number 9, Purdue at Wisconsin.
And Purdue is playing good football, but they got beat last week, didn't they?
Yeah, they won.
They did. What's their record now? Excuse me.
They beat Nebraska 43-37 last week.
Oh boy, Nebraska got beat again.
Yeah, Purdue's 5-2.
Oh,
I'll pick Purdue.
Boy, Wisconsin, a proud Wisconsin team. What's their record? Is the losing record right now?
I think they're 500.
You know what? I'm gonna pick Wisconsin to win, to beat them in an upset.
I'm gonna take Wisconsin. Wisconsin Wisconsin's a slight 2.5-point favorite.
Oh,
I
boy.
got Purdue. Number 10, UCLA versus the Bo Nix-led Oregon Duckaroos.
And I tell you what, of course, Bo Nix, who played at Auburn, and was I tell you what, he was one of the Auburn's favorite young men to ever play for Auburn. You know, a lot of folks hated to see Bo Nix leave, but he did leave and went to Oregon and playing good ball. Let me tell you this: UCLA is. Think everybody's looking at UCLA. I'm gonna take Oregon to win the game.
I'm going to take Oregon, too.
I got Oregon, but my question is, his brother, is he a senior yet at Central Tennessee?
Yeah, he was a senior last year. He was like a preferred walk-on somewhere. I don't know where he was.
Okay. Well, number
Chip Lindsey had offered him in high school when he was like a 10th grader, I felt like. But I guess maybe that offer didn't stand when Lindsey left.
what's his first name? What's his first name? What with the little boy?
I don't know.
I will look.
Look and see.
Okay.
Pull it up. Like Google Nix's brother.
All right. Number 11, Northwestern at Maryland. Let's say Tua. Talua.
Yeah.
Tagovailoa. The quarterback at Maryland. Game time decision.
That makes a big difference.
Northwestern at Maryland, but I'm gonna still pick Maryland.
I am too.
All right, so Bo Nix's brother Caleb is got a preferred walk-on scholarship at Clemson.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And his name is Caleb Nix.
Caleb Nix.
That's right, Caleb Nix. All right, so what game did I just miss? What would you say?
Northwestern at Maryland.
With the crazy helmets. Why do they got on those helmets? Man, that's
the
crazy.
state flag logo.
Is that what it is?
Some
I was
of the
wondering.
state flag
Yeah.
looks like that.
That-
State
that-
crest.
Yeah, they are really ugly helmets. They might be number one helmet.
Number 12.
Dad and I went to the game, watched Troy play there one time. They just beat the living nuts out of Troy that day.
That was a long time ago.
Their coach was the Fridge.
Yeah, that's right. Sure was.
Coach weighed about 350 pounds.
And that was a big campus we played them on too. Big, large campus.
Yeah, we went to the legendary basketball arena there.
Yeah.
Texas at Oklahoma State.
Ooh, man, what a game there.
I'm going to take Oklahoma State.
I'll take Oklahoma State at home.
All right. Who do you like?
I'm
Forrest
gonna
Lee?
pick Texas.
Forrest Lee goes with the Texas Longhorns.
Number 13. I threw some flavor of the Sun Belt in there.
Dad, who'd you take? You take Texas or Oklahoma State?
Oklahoma State.
Okay.
We're starting to vary.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
Number 13, Georgia Southern at Old Dominion.
Well, playing at Old Dominion must be pretty good.
Old Dominion is currently leading the Sun Belt Conference in the Eastern Division.
Oh, man. I can't see Old Dominion coming in and beating Georgia Southern. I'm going to take Georgia Southern.
The game's at Old Dominion, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Old Dominion.
Old Dominion. Man, oh, man. What does their logo look like, Mike?
That's who I got.
They're a Barnard.
All right, a Monarch. What is a Monarch? Beating those guys from Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern is not an option team anymore. They're wide open now.
They got a quarterback who can sling it.
BYU at Liberty.
Who shot Liberty Valance? He was the bravest of them all.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of BYU team will show up for this. You know, they've lost 3 games.
You know what? I got you. What do you think?
It's a tough game, right?
Give me liberty or give me death. Give me liberty.
I wonder what time this game is.
Looks like it's middle of the day.
Somebody shoot in there. I have no clue on this one.
Shoot in there because somebody's got to have some relief. Is that right?
BYU's a 7-point favorite at Liberty. I'll take BYU by
It's a bunch of old men playing a bunch of preachers from Liberty.
I'll take
Mormons
BYU.
against the Baptists.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. The Mormons against the Baptists right there. Yeah.
You know, it'll be interesting to see, if Hugh Freeze gets a chance to possibly the Auburn job.
Well, he's definitely proven himself, but gosh, I don't know. All right, here's a goodie right here. Kansas.
Well, who's going to take? Everybody take
I
BYU?
took Liberty.
I took BYU.
Okay.
All right. Kansas State at TCU. TCU is undefeated.
Yeah, great comeback. I mean, they were down by 17 against Oklahoma State. TCU's offense, Sonny Dykes has done a great job. He's the son of the great Spike Dykes. Man, I'm just going to keep on rolling with TCU.
That's who I got.
You know, Mike, we don't have that game, but other day I watched SMU play. And, buddy, they had some fast kids on that team. And they had a receiver that was outstanding. So Spike Dykes left a good football team when he is it Spike? Sonny Dykes left a good team when he left to go to TCU.
Yeah, they're coached by the great Rhett Lashley, who was offensive coordinator for years.
Really, is that who it is? Well, I tell you what, he was impressive. At least I was impressed with that offense. All right.
Nice. What game are we on?
All right, wait a minute. Well, I hadn't taken it. Who'd y'all like?
I got TCU.
How about you, Mike?
TCU.
I'll take TCU, but it's going to be a close one. All right, Kansas and Baylor.
Next one is Kansas. Okay, Kansas at Baylor.
I'll take Baylor.
The Bears.
I bet
The great Kansas story is coming to an end.
Of course, Baylor is.
They lost their great quarterback, and they're not the same thing.
You mean Kansas not? Let's say this: that another good Baptist school is Baylor. They ought to be playing Liberty, don't they?
It's one of those things where Kansas was getting blown out by Oklahoma, and then I turned back and looked at the final score, it was 52-42. So they actually made a comeback. And the same thing's going to happen to the Florida State game. I was at a party. The guy was a Florida State grad, and Florida State got down 34-14. Next thing I know, he didn't even watch the game. I guess he got cut off, and final score is 38-28.
Is that Baylor you're talking about?
No, Florida State.
I know it, but who are they playing? That you were talking about?
They were playing Clemson.
Oh, Clemson. Okay, yeah. All right.
I got 17. I picked Baylor. Michael picked Baylor. All right, number 17, Minnesota at Penn State. I'm gonna go with the Nittany Lions.
But you know what? They've fallen on hard times a little bit.
Boy, they were awful against the run.
Yeah.
Against Michigan.
And you know what? Let me tell you this: Minnesota is real good against with the run. I'm gonna take Minnesota in upset.
I think James Franklin's embarrassed. I think they're going to play a good game. I think they'll bounce back. I'll take Penn State.
That's what I got.
All right, that's who Forrest Lee has.
Number 18, Indiana.
Listen, I haven't recognized Steve. And Steve, I want to quickly Steve liked Baylor. He liked TCU. He liked Liberty. He liked Old Dominion. He liked Texas. He liked Maryland. He liked UCLA. He liked Purdue. Oh, he liked Texas Tech, Miami, Ohio State, Clemson, Western Kentucky, Georgia Tech, South Alabama. Shame on you, Steve. Shame on you, Steve. And Appalachian State. So
Steve's trying to win this thing.
He really is.
All or nothing.
Oh, okay.
Number 18, Indiana at Rutgers.
Indiana at Rutgers. Just shoot in here because somebody's got to have some relief. That's the only thing I say.
Home team. I'll take Rutgers.
What's Indiana's record? They any good?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think they played some people tough, but
They beat
Yeah.
touches on
That
that.
was the first game of the year, though, I think.
I've already circled them. I'll take Indiana. So Michael's got Rutgers.
And let me say, Rutgers at home. They need to win.
I'm gonna pick Indiana.
I'm gonna take Rutgers and upset.
Number 19, Louisiana Monroe at Army.
And Army, of course, is coming to Troy on the what's the date of it? 7th of
12.
12. Yeah, the 12th of November. That's going to be one of the great games of all time. At
Weather good, it'll be probably the biggest crowd.
And they play them on the 12th. Army coming to Troy, but now they're playing at Louisiana Monroe is playing at Army.
I'll take Army.
You know what?
Guarantee that'll be a cold game.
I'll tell you this. I'll take Louisiana Monroe because they're more athletic.
Steve took Army. I'll take
Steve
Army.
took Army. Yeah. Okay, let's take a short break. We've got about 14 more minutes. We'll be right back to let you know who's going to win in college football.
Our wide selection of pre-owned vehicles looks so good, you'll think they're new.
So take the short drive to Bill Jackson Ford in Troy, where you too can experience the Jackson satisfaction.
Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone so you can see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you are out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
These teenage years can be tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to teaching my son about managing money. I'm thankful for helpful tools like Sidekick from Max. With Sidekick, requesting and rewarding money is easy. He can earn it by completing chores, making honor roll, or simply making a request from his own app. I love that I can easily monitor his purchases and set limits to help him learn to make smart choices with his spending, even on video games. Sidekick. Find it in your Max app.
In the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle? We've got what you're looking for.
So come see us at Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC in Troy, and you too can experience the Jackson satisfaction.
Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Back to our show, brought to you by Lawrence Hardware, located on South Brunning Street. Have you been in Lawrence Hardware?
I have.
Boy, that is one of the unique hardware stores in the country, and it's clean and I'll tell you what, if they don't have it, you probably won't find it because it is a full-fledged hardware store, Lawrence Hardware.
All right, so we got number 20, Southern Miss at Texas State.
Okay, you know what Steve did, Mike? He turned around and took Texas State over Southern Miss.
I like Texas State too at home.
So do I.
Okay.
Texas State. I mean, after watching App State last night, Texas State was up 36-14 at one time and won 36-24. And then you watch App State last night, and you watch the way Texas State play against Troy.
How did Southern Miss do last week?
I want to say they were off.
Yeah. You know, y'all have picked it, but I just don't see it happening. I'm gonna take Southern Miss.
Okay.
Texas State coach has been there for 4 years. Jake Slavin, he's the offensive coordinator later on.
Well, he needs to go.
Places, and he really has got to have a winning season to keep his job. So
Okay.
they'll go to 4-4 if he wins.
Okay, I took Southern Miss. He would go to 4-4. That was pretty good. Yeah.
Number 21, Marshall at James Madison.
And,
I feel like it's an easy one. I've watched Marshall, and boy,
It turns out that Notre Dame wasn't that good in its own right. I'll take James Madison.
Me too. Number 22, Washington at California.
Washington at, oh boy.
Washington at California.
I'll take Washington.
I think Washington's supposed to have a better team. I'm going to take Washington.
I've got the Huskies.
So,
Pittsburgh at Louisville.
oh boy.
Another coach fighting for his job here. Satterfield, let's say, looked really on the hot seat at Louisville. I'll take Louisville at home.
That's who I got a preliminary dash under.
Steve took California. Steve took California. And
Pittsburgh's not played very well. You know, they took Tennessee to overtime. Isn't that hard to believe it?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh played a better defensive game than Alabama against Tennessee.
Yeah. I'm going to take Louisville.
I got Louisville. Here we go. Ole Miss. Who did Steve take? Pittsburgh?
Yeah, he took Pittsburgh, and he also took, I want to go, Texas State, too.
Ole Miss at LSU. Ole Miss.
One of the toughest games you'll ever pick. LSU's a slight favorite. You have no idea what kind of LSU team can show up.
Boy, I know it. I'll take LSU.
Ole Miss has found a way to win. You know, their running game is pretty phenomenal. Until they lose, I'm not going to pick against. I'm going to take Ole Miss.
I take LSU and feel pretty good about it. They need to get beat. They need to get off of that unbeaten deal. And Alabama is coming up. Won't put any pressure on them. I'll take LSU. Bum 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 bum. Hold me, Tiger. All right, go ahead.
I mean, LSU's lost to Tennessee and they've lost to Florida State.
Steve took LSU. Beware. Steve took LSU.
I'm going to go with the great state of Mississippi. I'm going to go with the Rebels.
Steve also took Pittsburgh over Louisville on the road.
All right, so I've got Ole Miss. Michael's got Ole Miss, and both of y'all have, you and Steve have.
That's right.
LSU.
All right.
Vandy at Missouri. I'll take Missouri.
Missouri's got to win one.
Yeah, they've lost some heartbreakers. They should have beat Auburn and
well, so
It could have beat Georgia.
in fact, I'll tell you this: Missouri might have kept the coach's job at Auburn.
all right, the next one is Texas A&M at South Carolina. You know, we're on our offense just like we should. We should be okay if we run our X's and O's.
Yeah.
Jimbo Fisher.
Jimbo Fisher.
He can talk so fast. It just
Yeah.
brain. It makes my
I'll
brain.
be honest with you. Texas A&M athlete-wise ought to be able to go in there and beat South Carolina, but that Beamer guy gets them fired up. And
Beamer,
you know, Levis didn't play. I'm going to lean A&M, but I would not be shocked at all if South Carolina won.
I think you're right. What time did they play? Morning or evening?
No, that's a good one.
It looks like it'd be a
evening.
even. It looks like it'd be an even. I'll tell you right now, if he loses to South Carolina, he ought to lose his job. I'm gonna take Texas A&M.
Let me look it up.
I wonder what his buyout is. I bet it is a bunch.
Oh, that's probably.
Well, no, his money's guaranteed.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he signed it was guaranteed. They're a 3-point
7,
favorite, 6:30 on
6:30.
the network.
All right, so
Is everybody healthy?
Boy,
Quarterback.
that is a low over-under on a college football game, 44.5.
well, it really is. That really is. No question.
Yeah, just about athletes. But it wouldn't surprise me if South Carolina.
I'll tell you what, though, if they come out flat off an off week, and we get to see that South Carolina, boy, there is going to be a Texas old man right in seven of it.
So we got Texas A&M. Who's Steve picked?
Steve took A&M.
Okay. And our last one of the day, we got Mississippi State at Alabama.
And the Crimson Tide are.
Alabama is currently a 21-point favorite. The over-under 60.5.
Oh boy, that is a lot. That is a lot. No question
I
about
mean,
it.
I'll say Alabama wins. I don't know if they cover, but I don't know. I think we'll find enough ways to stop Mississippi State.
Keep talking.
One of those games where Alabama, you would think, would be motivated after the loss to Tennessee.
Remember the Rose Bowl, you'll win there.
I got,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I just sent you by the mail again, by text. And later on, Michael, if you got an email, send it to me, but I sent these by text this morning.
No, I'd rather get text.
Okay.
All right, man.
Alabama, I'll take Alabama 42 to 27.
And I will, if you, let's see, where did I put it? Where I put, there it is. Oh, here it is, right here. And then, of course, Mike.
I think Mississippi State will at least score 3 touchdowns against Alabama.
I'll say 42 to 21. How about that? 42 for Alabama, 21 for State.
I'm going to go Alabama 48, Mississippi State 17.
All right.
I did have them at 14, but I changed it.
Steve had it, Alabama 34, Mississippi State 17, so it was all fairly close. But, yeah, now, the Auburn Tigers, what are they doing this week?
They're off.
They're playing, they're going to play the off week.
Yeah. Well,
Arkansas's off. They'll play Auburn next week.
All right, there we go. That's going to be a good one.
Oh, man, Arkansas playing Auburn next week. That's going to be another tough game for Auburn.
That's in Arkansas, isn't it?
I believe so.
Well, we picked them, and of course it's going to be a good football weekend. And of course, you folks going to Mobile tonight. It's going to be a great game. A lot of pageantry with the bands, full bands. There's going to be four buses are taking the football team, and they're already down there. They left yesterday. Took them 4 Trailways buses. It's going to take them 9 Trailways buses to carry the band. 9 Trailways buses. So what is that? 13 buses leaving here. There's going to be a student bus. Somebody told me it was going to be 4 student buses packed with people. So
here,
add that to
it. SEC next week. Just to give you a preview. Arkansas will be at Auburn. Florida at Georgia. Missouri at South Carolina. Kentucky at Tennessee. Ole Miss at Texas A&M. Alabama's off, and LSU's off next week.
That's next week.
Yeah.
And, better bring a jacket tonight, Joe. It's been 59 at kickoff.
59 at kickoff. Well, I thought it'd be colder than that. But, down there, the problem is the wind.
The low at the end of the game will be 53. Remember, it's on ESPNU at 6:30. ESPNU.
And that is that's 135, Steve. That channel is 135, I believe.
Oh, it's 125.
Well, is it 125 or 135, Steve? 135 on Troy Cable.
And if you have HD on Troy Cable, it'll be 500 to 505. I think would be that range.
Oh yeah. So you can get it on prime time too. Is that right?
Yeah, I'll be on HD.
Yeah.
All right. Real quick, high school volleyball. Pike Lawarts will play at 11:30 a.m. this morning. GW Long will play at 11:30 this morning.
That's at Crampton Bowl. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Highland Home will play at 11:30. Ayrton will play at 12:45. Brantley plays at 2. This is in volleyball.
That's going to be a lot of fun. You going to run up there? That sounds like something you like to do.
I'm supposed to be going that way. And going with Coach Allen.
Won't you take my truck down to Mobile?
Oh, I've already got my day planned.
We hope you enjoyed our show, and we'll see you again very soon.
I'd love to go to my alma mater.
That's right.
My other one.
Have a good day.
Our wide selection of pre-owned vehicles looks so good, you'll think they're new.
So take the short drive to Bill Jackson Ford in Troy, where you too can experience the Jackson satisfaction.
Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone.